Welcome to ACC Student News, the news students can use. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Caden. Here are this week's stories.
Voters in 7 out of 10 states approved ballot measures this week to safeguard abortion rights. Now that Trump has won the presidential election, he has waffled considerably on his position on abortion, most recently saying he would not support a federal ban and wants to leave the issue up to the states. Trump and his appointees to federal agencies could further restrict abortion on the federal level through methods that won't require Congress to pass new legislation.
Japanese Defense Minister Gen Nagasaki said that at least 7 North Korean missiles flew as far as 400 kilometers with a maximum altitude of 100 kilometers. He said that they landed in the waters between the Korean peninsula and Japan. South Korea's military also detected several missiles launches by North Korea and subsequently boosted its surveillance posture. The North Korean missiles could be used to target key facilities in South Korea, including U.S. military bases there.
A Southern California wildfire has destroyed 132 structures, mostly homes, in less than 2 days. The fire started Wednesday morning in Ventura County and has grown to about 32 square miles. 10 people have been injured in the course of the fire. Most of them suffered from smoke inhalation or other non-life-threatening injuries. Fire officials said 88 other structures were damaged but did not specify whether they had been burned or affected by water or smoke damage. So far, its cause has not been determined.
Over the weekend, the doll collection, including Seeing Figure Deluxe collectibles, have fashion dolls are no longer available at Target in the U.S., which in one of the film's leading retail partners, the iconic toy maker, has released a series of dolls that tie into the beloved musical's upcoming blockbuster's film adaptation. Instead of directing people to the official Wicked movie website, there was actually a link to Wicked.com, which is actually a site for porn studios' new news offering material has been forced to apologize after the actions.
Donald Trump, the current president of the United States, was reported to be on the phone with Vladimir Putin on Thursday discussing the wars with Ukraine. The U.S. president advised the Russia president not to advise the war. Trump reminded Putin of Washington's military presence in Europe. Trump made claims on how he would end the war in a day, but never told anyone how he would do it. Trump said he did not want his second presidential term with an escalation of Ukraine wars, giving him an incentive to want to keep the wars from worsening. The two men also talked about peace being the goal for Europe. Trump spokesperson Steve Chung said that this is why leaders have developed a stronger relationship with Trump, because he represents peace and stability.
A 39-year-old old man who was reported missing has been found dead in a tanning bed in an Indianapolis Planet Fitness. The man went to the gym on Friday, but this body wasn't found until Monday when Planet Fitness member Elizabeth said she smelled something foul and found Derek Sink lying dead in the tanning bed. Sink's family says that he struggled with addiction and was even found with a needle in the bed. Though during the 3 days he reported missing, the gym remained open, leading to a Planet Fitness spokesperson to promise that they are working with the local franchise to make sure they are upholding those brand protocols.
That's all we have for this half of ACC Student News. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Caden. Stay tuned for more news.
Our time is now. Have you started looking into different trades? Get hands-on training with local schools and businesses near you. Having workplace skills allows you to have better work ethic and time management, and can even better your participation in future group settings. This will help us close the skills gap. Learning these skills along the way will only make us better. Are you ready for the challenge? Our time is now.
Welcome back to ACC Student News. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Caden. Here are some more stories.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu admitted to the first time during Sunday's weekly cabinet meeting that Israel was behind the pager attacks carried out in September against Hezbollah in Lebanon. On September 17th, thousands of explosions struck Hezbollah members, targeting their pagers and then walkie-talkies a day later. The blast killed at least 37 people, including some children, and injured nearly 3,000. The Israel media on Sunday reported that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told his cabinet that attacks were launched despite the opposition of senior officials in his security establishment.
In a recent recall, batches of Costco's popular butter were pulled due to a missing allergen label, a mistake that could pose serious risks for certain consumers. Costco recalled around 79,000 pounds of butter, 46,000 pounds of it being their unsalted butter, and 32,000 pounds of Kirkland signature salted butter because it's the allergen. The FDA also classified this as a Class 2 recall, meaning that the product may cause temporary or medically reversible harmful health consequences, and are urging customers to check their refrigerator for specific product codes and to follow its disposal instructions if they find affected butter.
The President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, is planning to close the Department of Education and allow states to run the educational system. The United States spends more money per pupil on education than any other country in the world, and yet we are at the bottom of every educational list in terms of results. The campaign proposal reads, "Scores in math are very low compared to other countries, and scores in science and reading aren't that good either." As it stands, the Department of Education now acts primarily as a clearinghouse for the federal dollars that pass through the administration to state and local education systems.
The ban of gender-affirming care in Indiana will remain in effect after being enacted in spring 2023. The law previously prohibited minors from assessing hormone therapies and puberty blockers, but is now prohibiting gender transition surgeries as well. When a panel of judges ruled a 2-1 vote on Wednesday, U.S. District Court Judge James Patrick Hansen issued the law and also prohibits Indiana doctors from communicating with doctors out of state about a gender-affirming care for their patients under the age of 18. The transgender community is deeply hurt by this. However, a civil rights activist group stated that they will continue to challenge the law until it is permanently defeated, so Indiana is made a safer place for every family.
In South Carolina, the search continues for 8 monkeys that escaped from a research facility over a week ago. Authorities have recaptured 35 of the 43 young female monkeys that fled due to a caretaker's oversight. By Tuesday, 2 monkeys were safely captured, enjoying peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and 3 more were recovered on Wednesday. Local officials reported that the remaining 8 have been seen in nearby woods, communicating with one another. Residents are advised to avoid the area, keep the doors and windows shut, and report sightings as the skittish monkeys can be easily startled. Officials urge the public to refrain from using drones, which have added stress to the situation. Thankfully, the monkeys are healthy and have not been used in testing. Posing a disease threat to humans, efforts to safely capture the remaining monkeys will persist.
The pygmy hippo Mu Dang from Thailand now has an official 50-second song. The song is available in 4 languages: English, Japanese, Chinese, and Thai. The song was released by one of Thailand's biggest music companies, GM Music. The hippo's name, Mu Dang, means bouncy pork in Thai, with fans saying the name suits her personality. The adorable hippo has a significant following both online and in person, with the zoo seeing an average of 3,000 to 5,000 visitors per day. The zoo plans to use the income of Mu Dang's success to help its breeding programs for endangered species like pygmy hippopotamus.
That's all the stories we have for this week.
Make sure to check out the rest of our videos on YouTube.
And follow us on Instagram at ACC Tv Hammond.